All right, got a Valmet, however you want to say it, doesn't matter to me, same gun. M71 here. Solid wood stock, plastic handguards. One of the things you'll note, sights are at the rear here. They're not mounted up here like some of the later versions of the Valmet. One of the things I'd like to mention here real quick is manual of arms. So if you're an American, you are very much AR centric in how you run a gun, in how you expect to change magazines, and how you expect to operate any of the controls. And that typically is this hand is always on the pistol grip, and this hand does all the work out here, changing mags, whatever, pulling the charging handle on an AR. The AK is not designed that way, and the Valmet is an AK descendant. And this one is particularly focused on you keep control of the rifle with this hand, and this hand does all the work. That's very alien to us. So you notice safety, right? Right hand. We don't want to reach under here or do crazy stuff. Working the bolt, checking the chamber. Right hand. Trying to do this over the top. That's just not how it was designed to work. And that's very much the AR-centric culture, trying to make the gun work like an AR. The last thing you might notice is this little projection here. Now you could press it this way. You can sweep mags out because it sticks out the side, all right-handed. Now I'm not going to do it because I tried it a bit, and because I'm so used to ARs, I look like an idiot trying to change magazines right hand. I do not have the mechanical reps on it to do it well or fast. And then with the AK, rocking in is also a bit alien if you've done a lot of AR work or anything that uses AR direct insertion mags. But I just wanted to mention that because I see a lot of people trying to run an AK like an AR, and it's kind of like trying to drive an automatic like a stick shift or something like that. It's just learn to run a rifle the way the controls are designed to be run, and it makes it a lot easier. Take some reps. It's just like running a bullpup, but the same thing. Once you get used to it, it just feels right and you understand how the firearm works. All right, I guess I put my money where my mouth is here, right? We'll do a right-handed mag load and watch how bad I am at it. Yeah, don't try this at home, kids. There we go. All right. 100,000 more reps and I'll be good at that. So, safety off, charge it. Before I even fire a round, the front sight post is freaking huge and square on this thing. It's very interesting. Target. And we're out. Yes, left-handed. Scold me. So, trigger on this is really smooth. On this particular one, I've not shot another Valmet before. There is, and I can't explain with the safety on. We'll take the safety off. It's unloaded. There's quite a bit of take up, but then you hit a spot where you can tell it's going to go. It's got a nice wall on there. It's probably one of the nicer AK triggers I've ever experienced. Like I said, the front sight post from here looks normal size, like a normal AR A2 sight post, but it is thick when you're trying to aim at a torso-sized target at 100 yards. You get your peep back here, so it actually feels kind of familiar like that. Overall, though, I like it. It's smooth. I imagine the receiver, well, I guess it's a stamped receiver, isn't it? It's not not a milled one. I'm guessing the gas system is tuned pretty well, whether it's this particular one or all Valmets, I can't say. But yeah, compared to AK sometimes where you get that really harsh kick, especially like on a 7.62 where it's a little more stout than an AR, I really like the feel of this. This is a nice AK. I just need to practice more on my reloads, especially with this one. I found inserting even left-handed, just finding the notch up front there for the magazine is a little bit of a fight to get it in there compared to some I've used. But yeah, really nice gun. I get the appeal of these and the draw. I mean, just the looks alone, kind of cool. All right, so David and I have been discussing this. David's here and just fired some rounds through it. We were discussing, so we got a big chunky, what appears to be a big chunky front sight post, big square post, and yet you've got a trigger that really, it's got 2 stages, and I've never, I mean, you would think this gun has an ALG defense or one of those higher end triggers in it, and we were discussing why would a gun have a match kind of quality trigger, which is the best way we've been able to describe it, yet have such kind of a chonk front sight post, which seems to be counterintuitive. Like they're both going to different ends of the scale, precision shooting versus close quarters or something like that, working up close. And David's opinion, David's been in the military, has a lot of experience with this kind of stuff. So his opinion was, yeah, it's a match trigger, but also it's got a very short reset on it. So we'll do that and see if you can watch it. So we pull it, we pull it, we pull it, and right about there is where it stacks up, and then bang. And of course, you know, we're not firing here, but the reset on that back to cocked is actually pretty short. So what it means is you're not going all the way back and forth to pull that trigger. So his opinion is it gives you a nice trigger, but it also, for a quick reset, if you're working in close with this gun, it's an ideal trigger for that too. And regardless, you know, whether or not that's what they intended, it's really, really the nicest AK trigger I've ever experienced, and I've shot a lot of AKs over the years. So I'm going to shoot a few more rounds, see if we can actually hit a target here. It seems to be sighted in pretty well, and give any final impressions I might have. Mostly I just want to shoot again. All right, here I go again, American style. We also realized for loading these mags, it's just a hair different than a standard AK. You just hook it on the front, kind of pull down and up, and that seems to work better. We both were struggling this with a bit. David and I both shot AKs, and this one just a hair different in how the mag release is set and everything like that. So I guess safety's off. And let's see what we can hit. There we go. All right. So I was having to aim a little high and right on the target to get hits. Once I got that figured out, it was no problem to put them on steel at 100 yards. Anyhow, final thoughts here on the Valmet M71. I guess that's the French pronunciation, the way I do it. The other thing I realized is I wasn't really thinking about how I was holding the firearm. This grip with this kind of lump on the front and back and the narrowness, and there's no step like a typical AK where you got the upper lower handguard part. Just really, your hand fits it really nicely. It's great. And the grip too, I didn't really think about the grip. AK grips can be a little small, you know, on the hand compared to what you might experience with an AR or something else. Really, it's a little bit of a unique profile, and it works really nicely. Same thing with the stock. The stock profile is good. The butt plate, it's flat. It's just kind of the right length of pull. Everything just feels right. Like this was designed by somebody who actually understood what a human being's ergonomics were for, you know, I'm 5'6", but, you know, even somebody a little larger, massive fin dude or whatever, I'm sure this is comfortable. And yeah, I might have found my new favorite AK of all the 223, 5.56 AKs I've shot over the years. This is great. It's really, really a nice rifle.